All right. Welcome back to another awesome episode of Life on the Ave. This is episode number 72. I am joined with our number one guest of all time. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Stephen Maister.
I'm here with intern Stephen Maister. I'm sure some of you have seen him in our social media. Very famously known for the guy that picked Five Guys as his favorite trolley burgers. Stephen is our intern here at the Garmin Group. And this episode, I'm going to take the opportunity to start the year off right. Let's go through a little GG Bootcamp, okay? So bear with me here. Here at the Garmin Group, we post a lot of content. We have a lot of Instagram profiles. We have a lot of companies, a lot of businesses that we all reference all the time. And if you saw our beautiful Christmas card, which I'm going to hold here, our beautiful Christmas card, which was a little nod to Miss Taylor Swift in the Eras Tour, we did our Garmin Group Christmas era. And at the bottom, we highlighted our logos. And I think I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of quickly run through the Garmin Group logos, the Garmin Group companies, all the things that are happening in this office, the brands that we stand for and represent, and kind of just give the listener a little bit of a background on how this is all working, if you were curious. And if not, then, swipe on and move on. Cool. But yeah, so I thought Stephen would be a fun person to sit down and talk to about this, as he is our intern. Stephen, anything you want to start us off with this podcast?
Just excited for the new year, 2025.
Good. So tell us a little briefly background on you. Sally's grad, go
to UD. So, that's really it. I'm redhead working at Garmin Group, so I'm not really shocked.
Redhead Sally's graduate, which we've got now 3 Sally's grads and 3 redheads. So it's a weird place over here. We seem to just attract the same people over and over, but I think it's just a testament to our vibe and yeah.
Just chill vibes. So Stephen approached us like middle of last year and said, hey, I'm interested in real estate. I am friends with his dad. I used to work with his dad at Jones Lang LaSalle, JLL. And way back, Stephen used to play baseball with my cousin DJ. So kind of like I've always like run in the same circle as Stephen, but haven't really gotten to know him until this year. Stephen was our intern this summer. Was awesome, helped us with all of these companies. And, at any given day, one day he'd be helping one company and, another day another. So I feel like Stephen probably has a good grasp on how all these companies go. And he's also currently studying for his real estate license. Yes, I am.
So what do you think about being a real estate agent based on the experience you've had with us?
Well, I just generally just cannot sit still, which is pretty obvious. And I think like being in an office building or anything like that, like a cubicle, I would probably lose my mind pretty quickly.
Yes.
And so being in like a field where I can just go out any day is just, you could do whatever you want really. Yeah. It's kind of what I need, I think.
Yeah.
And
the more I get to know you, the more that's very true.
Yeah, like I can't really sit still. It's just who I am. And
yeah,
I've been trying to run around all this winter break too, and I'm having a good time doing it. So
yeah, so he hit us up like middle of December and was like, hey, I'm going to be home all winter break. And for anyone that doesn't know, UD has a really long winter session, basically the entire month of January. And you're taking a class, right?
Taking 2 classes.
He's taking 2 classes, but they're usually pretty chill, a couple hours a day, if that. And we've always encouraged him, if you want to take your classes, you can do it here. He took his real estate classes here. This is an open office. So he's here and he's helping us out while he's studying for his real estate exam, while he's hopefully passing his winter classes. And he's been a great asset to the team. Just there's a lot of running around in this business, and he's been awesome helping us with key copies and lock boxes and signs. And he just bought rock salt for some of our tenants. Like you name it, he's done it. So we're really appreciative of Stephen. So let's quick jump into the Garmin Group brands. Which do you think we should start with?
Pat's. Elliott Ave.
You want to start with Elliott Ave?
Yep.
I feel like we got to start with all the others, and he was going to be my last.
Elliott Ave's the GOAT. We got to start with that.
This guy doesn't get it. What
do you mean? I get
it. All right. Well, we'll start with Elliott Ave, and we'll come back to it. Elliott Ave is Patrick's media company.
Yeah.
Yeah, media company. He's nodding in the back. He doesn't want to be on this podcast so bad. We're going to come back to that because it's not, you just threw me off. Okay, so let's start with the Garmin Group.
That'd be a good way to start with.
That'd be a good one to start with. So the Garmin Group is the name of our team.
Vincent oftentimes talks about renaming our team, finding a way to rebrand it. What's tough is we've already spent thousands of dollars on swag and signs and content at this point. I really don't know how we could pivot the name. But the Garmin Group is the all-encompassing brand for our real estate sales business. So we have 5 agents on our team. At some point, if Stephen ever passes his test, he'll be the 6th. We have 5 agents on our team. We also have an admin, Joni, and then we also have Patrick, who's doing all of our content and social media and beyond. So the Garmin Group is our sales business. If you call us up and say, I want to buy real estate, I want to sell real estate, I want to rent in real estate, I want to invest in real estate, and I want someone to help me through that sales process, the Garmin Group is your call. That is the company that will be helping you. That is the name of our team. We are all agents and we work together as a team. I think another episode, another day, we'll kind of dive into how our team works. But kind of the bare minimum, Vince is our team lead. He's the Garmin. He is our team lead. He is mostly focusing on bringing in the business, bringing in the leads to our team. If you come into our team and you are looking to buy a home, you're likely going to be working with some type of team of Vince, Connor, and Jade. Those 3 are going to likely be your 3 that are going to help you in your purchasing process. If you come into our team and you say, hey, I want to sell my house, you're likely going to be working with some combination of me, Vince, and Cole. And Connor's really been jumping into that world as well. But that's kind of how our team is currently divided. For us, I think it's really important to specialize in this business. Again, this will be another episode where I can really dive into this, but buying a house and selling a house are 2 very, very, very different processes. So for us, I've really honed in with Cole on how to sell a home, and Jade, Connor, Vince have really honed in on purchasing homes. Again, they're different paced. When you're selling your house, I believe that we're truly a marketing firm. When you're buying a house, it's just a totally different process. So that's how our team works. We're a true team. When you come in and you buy a house with the Garmin Group or sell a house with the Garmin Group, our whole team will be working for you at all times. So that's the Garmin Group. Next brand is Compass. So as a real estate agent, we have to have our license under a brokerage. There's tons of brokerages out there, whether they be huge, the Berkshire Hathaways, of the world, the Keller Williamses of the world, or you could go more of like that local brand, that Long and Foster, the smaller local shops. Crown Homes is one in Delaware as an example. All different types of brokerages that you can be at. We have chosen Compass. There is a lengthy episode where we sit down with Michael Morabito and talk about why we're at Compass. If you're an agent or someone that's in the process of getting their license, I highly recommend listening to that episode. It kind of dives into why we're at Compass and why Compass is the best option for our team. And truly, if you're not working with a Compass agent, I think you're really doing yourself a disservice in this market. But that's for another episode, which we've already recorded. So go check that one out. Next brand we're going to talk about is kind of why I think we're sitting in these chairs right now. I want to talk about Trolley Trends next. What do you think?
I love Trolley Trends. I love getting bullied on social media by everybody because I don't know Trolley.
I love it.
It was great.
I love it. So Trolley Trends is strictly an Instagram brand. Strictly Instagram. That is not a business. That is not anything we're really making money off of or trying to do anything with. For us, Trolley Trends is really what kind of sparked this whole movement of Life on the Ave, Garmin Group, Trolley, all the things happening in this area, the events, etc. In COVID, when I was really contemplating quitting my job and going out, on my own / with Vincent, Trolley Trends was born as, I think, an opportunity for us to really highlight local businesses. I think my core and what I love about what we're doing right now is helping local businesses, spotlighting local people in the area, things that people are doing. And Trolley Trends was the first step into that world. Literally started it. First video was at Pingy. First video was actually technically at Oyster House, but Pingy was the first one I really had in my heart. I just wanted to give them some love, kind of increase their social media presence. They didn't have an Instagram. So Trolley Trends is really just a neighborhood page, just to promote this area. If you're not familiar, Trolley is a neighborhood within the city of Wilmington. And, you know, where we sit right now is technically 40 acres. There's Charlie Square, which is the shopping center. There's Delaware Ave, which is like a whole nother association. But what I consider Trolley Trends is like this 19806 zip code with the extension of like 19805 Union Street. Like, I really think Trolley bleeds into that Union Street corridor and some of Little Italy. And so Trolley Trends is really just like this neighborhood focused page to promote businesses and people that are in this neighborhood. There's a lot of different downtown pages. There's a riverfront page. So a lot of other areas of the city are being highlighted on their own. And I just thought Trolley needed its own page. And here we are. We're them.
Yeah.
So that's Trolley Trends. Next up, we have Trolley PM. Trolley PM is my management company. So our investors that come in, they purchase homes, or normal people buying their, you know, next home. They want to hold on to that first property that they own. Most of our clients are those small investors, 1 to 2 rental properties. And I am helping manage those properties. Cole Cyber on our team and myself really take the lead with Trolley PM. We do filter changes. We do maintenance issues, lockouts, you name it. If you've ever rented a property before and you had a property manager, that would be us. I'm not huge on promoting Trolley PM. I'm very, very selective and strategic of how I want that business to grow. But if you have a rental property and you're interested, feel free to reach out. Trolley PM is my baby, and we're looking to grow that business, again, selectively and slowly. But that is our side of the business that's really for property management. So hit us up if you have any interest in that. And then our last brand would be Elliott Ave, which Stephen jumped the gun on. But Elliott Ave, we have Patrick on our team. He joined, like 2 years ago now at this point? Yeah, 2 years ago, Patrick joined the team. Initially, we just needed somebody to kind of help with social media, help with content. We were looking to start the podcast. I think we were like 3 or 4 episodes in, and we were loving it. But like, I just didn't have the capacity to edit and keep that content coming out. So Patrick came and joined us. We ended up sharing Patrick with another photography company. And I think Patrick kind of fell more and more in love with this world of media and content. So Elliott Ave is Patrick's company. We now share Patrick with other realtors that are shooting their listings. And then he also helps a lot of other small businesses in the area with their content and social media. And really, like, sky's the limit with that. If you need a drone, if you need pictures, if you need content, like, sky's the limit with that. So if you are a business in the area that needs a little bit of a, pump up in your social media, your videography, anything like that, Patrick's your guy. So reach out, and that is Elliott Ave. So that kind of wraps up the GG logos at the bottom. I think that helps kind of explain how this is all working. We're all in this office. We all work together. We're all very supportive of one another. But we all definitely have our lanes of where we're succeeding the most. I've really honed in on property management and listings. Patrick, obviously, with content, social media. Elliott Ave. Vince is really pushing on bringing in leads, bringing in buyers, bringing in sellers. Jade is really helping get those buyers under contract. Connor as well, right there with Jade. Connor also handles a lot of our rental listings. I'm sure you guys have seen, we do a lot of downtown apartment listings, one-offs in Trolley. Connor's really been phenomenal at finding tenants for landlords. And then Cole and I are really honing in again on that property management and those listings. Those processes are, can sometimes be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Slow. You have to like pay attention. What's the word I'm looking for?
Molasses. I got no clue.
What is it? Drawn out, maybe. I don't know. But you have to pay attention. And Cole's really good at that. So that's definitely where he shines. So while we're, again, all working together, we all definitely have our lanes here. That's not to say if you call Connor and you want to sell your house, or you can call Jade and want to sell your house, or you call Cole and want to buy a house, that you won't be working with them. But just know that you have that full back and support of the team behind each agent when you reach out. So that's the GG brands. What do you think?
I mean, I love every single one of them. I work for everybody here, basically. I mean, Pat does his thing, but I will help Pat sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just everyone. It just feels like a community inside of a small little building here. But everybody works together, and it feels good to be a part of it.
Yeah. We're excited to wrap up 2024, bring you some awesome guests in 2025 on this podcast. We have like 5 or 6 already booked. If you're interested on coming on the pod and you have something more to say than just like, you know, I played high school basketball or something silly. I don't know. If you've got something, if you have a business you're starting, you know, you've got something you're working on, or you work for a company that's really cool, or, you know, anything like that, please reach out. We'd love to have, you know, some amazing guests this year. 2024 is gonna be tough to top. We've had so many awesome guests last year, and you know, really looking to ramp it up this year. So hit us up if you have any interest. Just slide in my DMs. And otherwise, really excited to bring you awesome guests in 2025, and we thank you all for tuning in. Anything you want to leave us with?
Go Birds.
Nice.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. All right, thank you. Another awesome episode of Life on the Ab, and we'll see you with an awesome guest next week.